It literally is a mindfulness practice. It became that for me because I would just be tuned into my body and tuned into my own thoughts and emotions, and literally like the trees and the people and the things going past me. It just sort of expanded my mind in that sense, that non-stimulated state of being. I think we have to, this day and age, you actually have to actively seek that out, or you're not really going to get it, I think. It's hard to find that. So running gave me that, yeah.
Thousands of runners are gearing up to race for the Chicago Marathon.
The Chicago Marathon.
The Chicago Marathon.
Runners from all over the world took part in the 26.2-mile race.
All roads will lead to Grant Park tomorrow morning for the Bank of America Chicago Marathon.
The act of doing something physically hard and doing it anyway, doing hard things, it's just a funny thing because running a marathon is not necessarily fun or easy. But we do, 45,000 people do it a year just in Chicago. And it's because of this strong desire to achieve. And it's cool to do that, and I think it's cool to watch people do that. I think that's why everyone's screaming on the sidelines, because you can't help but cheer as you watch people do hard things.
We have another woman that has done something just like you.
Hello? I knew it was you. Come in. I'm Kennedy Waterman, and I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. I came to Chicago for school. I went to DePaul. I was an acting major. And yeah, I'm living in Chicago as an actor, soon to be writer-director as well.
What kind of hobbies do you have?
I really like running. But I also gained some on the run, I forgot. And even they handed these out during the marathon. I just am very drawn, I guess, to experiences. It's something that my mom grew up instilling in me, where it's an experience is better than not an experience, even if it's sort of bad. So yeah, kayaking, any sort of thing I can try or just go do, I feel I'm gonna go do that because I'm just interested.
Does that have anything to do with you starting to train for the marathon?
I would say so, yes. After being on the sidelines last year and again having so much fun on the sidelines, I was I want to know what it's like to be out there, even if I'm not qualified, even if I'm delusional, have no idea what I'm doing. I want to know what it feels like to run past the spot that I'm standing at. I looked into how to sign up, thinking I was very early, discovered I was very late, so the only way to sign up was with a charity. So I was frantically trying to find a team, I didn't know what to do. I finally found one that was Gilda's Club Chicago, is who I ran with. She died of breast cancer. They support the friends and family and people themselves who are fighting cancer. And my aunt was diagnosed with cancer and was going through chemo at this time, so it was sort of our journeys were on the same wavelength, which was really cool. I was raising money for the charity, and so that was another cool thing, because every time it felt like a burden that I was having to raise money, I was wait a minute, people are donating real money to this charity that is helping people going through what my aunt is going through. It just kept putting it in the right place for me. They tell you a lot while you're training to remember your why, why you're running the marathon, and I have a lot of whys, but being able to tell her on the phone that, I was gonna be raising money for that and thinking about her and sort of getting closer to her, that right there was probably my biggest one. Okay, well, the marathon is this week, actually in 4 days. So yeah, today's 2 miles, which sounds like, that's like laughable. I'm like, would it be 2 miles? Which maybe it just makes me nervous, but again, everyone says you're gonna feel nervous, you're gonna feel awful. That's 1 mile.
Yeah? Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
For all of my long runs, I ran on Lake Shore for the sole reason that there are water fountains there. Anything under like 6 miles, I would just run around the neighborhood, like spice it up. A lot of the runs were just sightseeing, but yeah, mostly along the lake. And it's very social down there because there's a lot of other runners, and so you sort of get that encouragement and get that like a tiny fraction of what you get during the marathon. I would get it on Lake Shore.
All right. How do you feel?
I feel good.
When you were at the marathon a year ago, you were so excited about all the cheering and the enthusiasm.
Oh my God.
So how do you feel that it's going to be for you now?
Full circle. It's gonna be such a cool moment. It's gonna be a 4-hour moment that I will just get to like live in continuously. And I think that's where I'll have the most like reflection and sort of enjoyment will be on the run. I wanna have fun. We're gonna have fun on the run.
Great. Ready? Come on.
At around like mile 23, I sort of entered a new level of pain and suffering of like running a marathon. I just thought a lot about her in these painful miles, these last couple of miles, because I thought about how she underwent a lot of pain that she could not control or like step out of, like stop. And when you wrap your head around that, it makes it a little easier to keep running, to feel pain and push through. Like I felt like she had literally fought this battle, and yeah, it just sort of puts in perspective, I guess, pain. Just so wonderfully, she totally beat it. So I feel very lucky that story is what coincided with my story as well. And crossing that finish line is like a feeling like no other. It's like a stretch. It's a stretch of downtown Chicago that just feels like, it like feels like victory. I don't know how to describe it, but the energy, they're cheering because they know that you're close. And then that makes you know that you're close. I remember I turned the corner, the finish line comes into view, and I out loud on accident, like, oh my God, like I said that, and I was like next to someone and she like laughed, and we were like, oh my God. And so we're running. And it's like you're literally running for your life. I finished the marathon. Yeah. It's cool. It's like that tangible feeling of a goal. I've run, 5Ks and 8-mile runs before and never kept the medals. Something about this, I'm like I did it. I earned this, and it feels like I'm part of this cool club now. The feeling of setting out for a goal, working for it for a long time, and then achieving it through like diligence and actual hard work is just a really, really valuable experience. This is probably the first thing in my life that I thought was absolutely impossible. Like as I'm signing the forms, like logging my name, sending my credit card information to Gilda's Club, thinking over and over again, I can't do this, and here I am doing it. To live it and to do it really makes the saying mean something new, which is that you can do anything you set your mind to. I really believe that.
what advice would you give for someone looking into running a marathon?
My initial advice is to do it. Even people who are not looking into it, I'm like, just do it. Like, you can do it, and it will change your life. But yeah, do it is the advice. Like, you should do it.
What would you say if you knew I was signing up tomorrow?
The way, okay. Are you kidding?
I'm actually signing up tomorrow.
I'm so happy. Dude, I'm so excited for you. Oh my God, we're gonna run it together.
I know. Yay!
What a good reveal. Oh my God.
I was really gagged and super excited to reveal that towards
That's
the end.
incredible. Like, I'm like literally like cheesing right now. This is so real.